Good afternoon YouTube, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to show you how to make a chamber for cool growing plants. Now if you're growing Nepenthes like I am in here, this is my Villosa chamber for Nepenthes Villosa. It's called an ultra Highland chamber. And if you're growing like orchids or something, it might be just a cool growing chamber. But anyways, it's something that will cool the orchids down or the plants down at night, so they get that temperature drop. A lot of alpine plants that grow higher up in the mountains are not going to like warm lowland temperatures. So I don't know if I've ever gone through this in much detail with you guys, but I'm going to show you all the components of how to put this thing together, and yeah, then hopefully if you need to, you can make one yourself. Alright, so to start with, I think the most important component of the whole thing is some sort of, well, the most important part is a freezer. So what we have here is a little freezer. This is one of the small apartment size ones. The lid is not part of the freezer. I've removed the old lid. That is going to be something you're going to have to do, is remove the old lid of the freezer. It just, well, the new lid or whatever it is, it comes apart with, there's some hinges on the back and just some screws, and then the old lid comes off. I was lucky enough to get this, which is to me almost irreplaceable. It looks old and rusty, but it is a freezer lid that is hinged, and it used to have a dome over the top, and it was an old ice cream freezer, and I removed the plexiglass dome and just left the plexiglass dome. But what most people do is they just buy a sheet of plexiglass that's thick enough that it's not going to bend or bow or break, and lay it over top of the freezer that now has no lid on it. And that's going to be how you get in and out. For me, being it is on a, whoops, I bumped the tripod. For me, being it is on hinges, I have to put a block of wood down here, and I do that to get into it. So now you can see inside the freezer, and we're here in my greenhouse. So I'm going to open this as much as I can. We're here in my greenhouse, and so it gets all kinds of environmental conditions that you wouldn't get if you're growing this in like your grow room in your house or something like that. Or in your basement or whatever. The good thing about growing it in the greenhouse is it does get natural sunlight through the plexiglass lid, and these plants for most of the year get some natural light. Now that we know what this piece is and the lid, you need to know how to control it. So I'm going to take out my plants here, and they're just on a tray. The good thing about this is I've started small, but the freezer can get larger if I need it to. The next most important thing here, and we're going to close this up. I'll show you this probe because this is what controls it. This is the probe for the device that I'm going to show you. We'll close this back up. So let's swing over this way just slightly above the orchids. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very clearly. We're going to move in a little closer. Okay, so this piece here is called a Zoomid Hygrotherm. Hygrotherm, like that. And this is a control panel for it, and then there's a plug-in that is right here hanging, and I plug the freezer into that. It has a cool mode or a heat mode, and of course I'm in the cool mode. Let's see if we can get in a little bit closer for you, and we'll remove this cord. Now maybe you can see a little better. So with this, current temperature in the freezer is 19 degrees, 18.9 I just moved to, that's Celsius, and it's set to 24 degrees. So in the daytime, if this freezer was to get to 24 Celsius, it would the freezer would kick on and cool it back down to 24 degrees. The good thing about this is it has a nighttime setting with a little photo cell here. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Let's turn off this light to make it less bright. I'll put my thumb over. There we go. So you can see it just switched to 10 Celsius. And it says cooling beside it now up in the corner. I don't have enough hands to actually point, but it's right beside my thumb. It says the word cool. That means it just turned on to cool it down to 10 Celsius. And that's for nighttime mode, so it automatically does it every night when the lights go out or when it gets dark enough. Let's tilt you back, and we'll move you back down so you can see the grow chamber again. And so that's the cord that goes into there, and that controls it all. Other things I do have in there, so that's how I get the temperature. Again, that's called a ZooMed Hygrotherm. They're about a $100 item. I have this Lacrosse Alerts thermometer in here, and it has a probe that goes in as well. The little probe looks basically like nothing. There is the little probe. So now I have two probes in here, and that just gives me an outside reading of what's going on inside here. And it goes to my phone, so if I can set temperature alerts, so if something was to happen and it didn't kick on or it didn't kick off, I would get a text message and an email to my phone anywhere in the world and tell me that there's a problem with my grow chamber. The good thing is I've never had a problem with it. This isn't the original freezer for this lid. As you can tell, it doesn't fit quite right. I had to retrofit it. The original freezer I got used, and it did work for a couple years, and then the compressor went. And when the compressor went, what I found was it just wasn't getting as cold as fast until it just finally wasn't getting cold at all. It never like kicked on solid and like tried to freeze everything, or it never kicked off and tried to cook everything, but it was slowing down. So I got a new freezer for it, and it wasn't the exact measurements, but whatever. So that is how I cool it down, and that is how I keep kicking the tripod. And that is how I get the light through it. There's a couple little LED lights here that turn on for some extra supplemental lighting. Now, this is just full spectrum LED light bulbs. Gives it some extra light for the winter time. Being I'm in a greenhouse and I have natural light, I don't have to worry about that as much. So you would have to put on your favorite light on top of here or hanging above it to light your plants however you wanted to light them. And I don't know if it's better or worse with the light on. We'll leave it on. See how it goes. The other thing I've done is I have removed the plug from the freezer. And again, in the greenhouse, I don't have to worry, but when I water the plants, a little bit of water sits in the bottom, but most of it's going to drain out through the plug in the bottom. So it doesn't fill up with water. The original freezer that came with this, that I said died a few years back, that lasted for a few years, didn't have this plug. And I would have, every 6 months or so, I would have to drain some of the water out because it would start to fill up with water. It was kind of crazy. What else can I say? So this is called egg crating. You get that at a lighting fixture store, and it's very easy to cut and manipulate. Costs about $20 a sheet, and I had to cut down the sheet. We can maybe go in for a closer look here. You're not going to be able to see much below the egg crate, and unfortunately I have plants on it, but I've made the egg crate an exact fit. Down below I have got 2x4s that create a table down there that I have raised up to this exact level that I wanted. You could raise and lower this as needed. If the plants get taller, you could lower it just by adjusting the height of the 2x4 table underneath. And everything sits on the 2x4 table. It is very sturdy. It can't move at all. It's very much anchored there. You can't go anywhere, can't tip it over. So yeah, that's egg crating. Below the egg crating, there is a fan for air circulation in here. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear the fan, but it's definitely in there. And it is right here. And it is actually circulating. Oh, the lights just went off for my 12:30 timer. Anyways, the fan is down there. It's circulating all the time. It's not something I need to get to very often, so I don't worry about it. This is the plug for the fan, or the cord for the fan. And so when it's closed, that fan circulates the air, and you can see air movement like this leaf all the time in there, so it's not stagnant. Other than that, I open the chamber every day, let in a bit of fresh air, but it really doesn't need a whole lot. Being it is sealed, the humidity stays high. I don't have to worry about extra fogging or humidity in here. What a boring shot that is. I'll put the plants back in now. And yeah, it just sort of runs itself. It has been running for years and years, and it's been completely carefree. So, get everything adjusted back out of the way, make sure the probes are gone. I'm going to put my tray back in here. But this could have endless opportunities for any kind of cool growing plants. And there we go. That is how I make my ultra Highland chamber for my Nepenthes, but you could use it for all kinds of cool growing plants, cool growing orchids, cool growing succulents like alpine plants, stuff like that. Whatever you really wanted to grow, you could grow in this chamber. Again, it's kind of like growing on a shelf. For most people, you're going to need artificial lights to do this, but if this thing hits direct sun, it has enough power to combat the sun's rays, and it actually stays nice and bright and sunny and cool in there even when the sun is shining on it. So I hope you liked this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Again, so we got a chest freezer, a plexiglass top, a thermometer that tells me exactly what the temperature is in there for safety purposes. That one's from Lacrosse Alerts, and the controller from ZooMed called a ZooMed Hygrotherm. So you can find those on like Amazon or eBay or at a local pet store. Like I said, I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Bye for now, guys.